kick it off to get us underway. He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Lost to throw again. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had ink.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They looked pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
He'll try to do it himself. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Volunteers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
Turning it on! Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
That's caught. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Makes the catch at the 45. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down. But when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. So here is the Tennessee offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First and goal for the offense. They'll try the left side. Beck's going for the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Thomas looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's second and long. Thomas back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They go to the ground, trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the lone back. Shoots his way for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping it. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Texas A&M going up-tempo. Thomas looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it in down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He slings it deep to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. time, it'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Dances away to buy time. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And, Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
The Vols with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The throw. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Run it with the fullback. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that...
Touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 12 in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Second down coming up. Motion from the wideout. Thomas back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Armstrong. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This has been a frustrating... they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Thomas looking to fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Thomas back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the big fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Let's be honest, Reese, like the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
With the catch, it's Armstrong. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Got a man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Thomas looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are